God bless you. I learned a lot of nonsense when I was a child. Things such as storks bring babies. Santa Claus is watching every move that you make. And then, of course, girls have cooties. But hands down, the biggest lie I picked up when I was a child was based on a little rhyme. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never harm me. If there was ever a lie from hell, that's it. A much more accurate statement would be, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can crush my soul. So I want to talk to you about the power of words, and specifically the power of your own words spoken over yourself. Words are powerful. Anyone who fails to recognize this is deluded. In Proverbs chapter 18, it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Think about that. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, which means within the power of words. And because words are so powerful, we need to be careful with the words that we choose to speak, especially when we are talking to ourselves. We all know that lying is not a good use of our lips, but we tend to think of lies only in terms of trying to deceive somebody else. I want to expand that for you a little bit. Whenever we say something that is at odds with what God has said, we are lying. And we want to stop that because it is damaging. We want our words to align with God's words. We want our words to align with God's opinions about us and about life. By the way, even though words can be spoken silently in your head, they are most powerful when they are spoken out loud. But of course, even if you're saying them silently in your head, it's still out loud to you because you hear it. And something we don't realize, words carry substance. Words can strike. Words can caress. Words can comfort. Words have substance. Just as the air is invisible but has substance, words, when they're spoken, are invisible, but they still have strength. They have substance. When people verbalize things, even if it's only in their own head, ideas that I am a failure, my mistakes are going to define the rest of my life, or I will never be able to overcome this sin, etc., etc., etc. All these different things that people say and think of themselves are lies. And I do not want to participate in lies because you empower anything that you agree with. You agree with something, you're giving it power. And our default setting is to agree with everything that we say. We empower every word that we speak about ourselves. So let's be careful with the words that we speak so that we can be speaking words into our destiny rather than words that would condemn us to failure. Ephesians gives us sort of the gold standard of the kinds of words we are to speak to others and to ourselves. It's in verse 29 of Ephesians 4. It says, no corrupting talk. Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouth. No corrupting. The word corrupting there means rotten, sort of like bad fish. Don't let any word that's like bad fish come out of your mouth. Rather, only such as is good for building up as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. How about speaking grace over yourself today? You can break the power of any words that have been spoken against you, even if you were the one doing the speaking. Here's how we can go about doing this. First, I want to remind you, we don't want to lie, right? Lying is a sin. And in 1 John, it says that, in 1 John, it says, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. So if we want to start, let's start by confessing and repenting of the sin of lying about ourselves. And then we can speak words of life. It says in John 6:63, the words that I have spoken to you are spirit and our life. Jesus spoke life to his disciples. We have these words in the scriptures. They are speaking life to us. Let's speak words that reflect the life of God that is within us. We can say things over ourselves such as, I am a beloved child of God. I am complete in Christ. My mistakes don't define me. I can do all things through Christ. I am no longer a sinner. I am now a saint. Replace any lie that crosses your mind with truth. Never say it out loud and contradict it in your own head. Replace curses with grace. Words have the power of death and life. Let's decide that the words that we speak to ourselves will carry life. God bless you.